Give me some of that thug passion, baby. Thug passion. She got me dripping wet. The mere you
We
went.
live? Are we live? We're
Give me
live?
some of that
Are we here? Are we
thug
here?
passion, baby.
We're gonna talk about that,
Oh,
boys.
oh,
Season 3, episode
oh.
8.
Oh, yeah. You know they're here for the woo. One thing about a player that I know, he'll never knock a no. Ah, messed the words up. I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody that was rocking, I'm so very sorry. I surely do appreciate all the love and support and all that, but I messed that one up. I'm so very sorry. But should I start it over? I think I should start it over.
No, I think we're in too deep.
Hurt is the ball.
That doesn't mean you got to continue, though. That does not mean you got to continue.
Thug passion, thug passion, thug passion, baby. Oh, oh, oh. It's a gift and I got it. It's a gift. It's a gift and I got it, baby. I want to thank everybody for coming on out on a Sunday afternoon. I know. So many people, you guys, y'all asked for it. Well, you really did. But we're going to give it to you anyway. Boys, season 3, spoiler review. Things got real. We're covering the whole season. The only way we know how to do it. Unorthodox and not in order. It's going to be a great show. I'm talking about, we got episodes like Hero Gasm, which is actually the only episode name I know. I can tell you.
Nah, don't worry. This one was titled Instant White Hot Wild.
Yeah, the only episode the actual episode name I know of is Hero Gasm. Of any TV show I've ever watched, every episode has a name. The only name I remember is Hero Gasm.
Yeah. Okay.
Name of the game. I don't know what to tell you. Except for like the first episode of every show when it's called Pilot. Outside of that, you see, go look at like the first episodes, like most TV shows, the sitcom. The first episode title name is literally just Pilot.
Okay.
Because it's the pilot to like, I swear to God, that's it. I don't make the rules, or I just know it. Everybody, before I go there, check out my outfit. Oh my gosh. Put it together. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yeah. Outfits together, Dan. I look fly.
I see.
Looking at houses today, I had to look good. Had to look dapper. I almost went in a suit and tie, but I was like, it's Sunday. So, hey. I thought about it, though.
Okay.
So, fresh to death, super fly, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. What's up, Shayna? It's Wheeler. I'm not going to say the rest of that joke. Hey, what's up? Long time no see. Thanks for being in the chat. You ready to talk about the boys? Oh, Dan, you ready?
I am.
You ready? Everybody's ready. I like it. Dan, you want to start us off, or do I got to keep rambling? Because I can sing another hook.
Yeah, that's cool. Being as though this is a season 3 review. This is season 3 review. We they did great this season. They do great every season, but they really did great this season. A lot of didn't cut back on the violence, that's for dang sure. Or any of the X-rated stuff, I should say. They went all.
Hold on.
They went all in on it.
Speaking of X-rated, did you feel the way? Speaking of X-rated, did you feel the way I felt the first scene of the first episode? Like you had to leave and gather yourself?
No, I just had to get through. You just had to just keep watching and let it happen.
Right. So all right. It came on, right? I was excited. I rushed home. I can't watch it when my family's home. I can't watch stuff like The Boys, all that stuff on the big TV because I don't want to see. I want the kids to see it and stuff like that. So I was watching it on my phone and I was eating it, and then he's like, dude, like I want you inside me. He's talking to Insect Man, like I want you inside me, and he shrunk down and went in his anus. I was like, I can't watch it. I need a break. I stopped, took a 20-minute break, had to regather myself. Like, just focus. Just focus. Just get through this. It's got to be more to it. I was like, I couldn't do it. And it's not about not watching gay stuff or anything like that. It's more like I didn't want to see another man's whole body in another man's ass. I was like, no, this feel. I was like, and he just, whew. I don't want to see anybody in anybody's ass. It's disgusting. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now.
I ain't got no comment on any of that. So
I couldn't do it. And I'm not the only person who felt like that. It was other people in my job. It's like, yeah, I couldn't. One dude told me he had to fast forward a little bit past that. It's just another girl's like, this is, who wants to see that? I was like, yeah, that's the kind of show it is. That's the kind of show it is. Remember last season, first episode, they went away.
I watched it. I know it's going to be over soon, and that's it. I am trying not to think about it ever again. But you, for some reason, you want to bring it up. So okay.
But all right. So this is my thing, right? They have every first episode of the season. It's only been 3, right? It's always came out with some like stuff that just throw you right into the world. Like episode 1, season 1. Ran through that's when A-Tray ran through Huey's girlfriend. He was like, yo, what is this? Last season, episode 2, they drove a speedboat through a whale. Like clear through the whale. This season, I was like, yeah, this is y'all really know how to set up the world and make sure you remember this is the boys and what world we living in.
The theme. Somebody's body's got to get torn apart. That's just the theme of it and everything. So once you know what's happening, hey, let it happen. Let's keep on moving. We got a whole hour worth of TV to watch. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So real quick, Dan. First thoughts on the boys, season 3.
Great. It was great. I like 8 episodes and still want more. You know, I love how they streamlined. It's basically streamlined and everything is no fillers and everything. But I need give me at least 10 something. But how they did it was perfect. It's great. The season was they did a great job of taking bits and pieces of the comic and then putting their own spin on it, because they're the only show I know that is like excellent at redoing the source material like that. Like they do a great job of it and everything. Like here's the source material, here's the characters, but we don't want to exactly go that route. We're going to twist it. And especially this season, let it be known by the end of this season, they're going to be not completely, but pretty much going differently from how the comics go, but it in a great way. And we all like it, and we can't wait to see what they got for us next and in store for us. So like this season is great. Like even everything they did.
Yeah. I mean, it was another spectacular season. Wasn't worried at all. I'm not worried about the boys. Even when they making drastic changes, I'm like, you guys will know what you're doing. Plus, you still got the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, the creator and writer of the book. He's still on staff, so you can go to him. So you still got the brain behind it. I have no issue with the boys. It's fantastic. It's getting like a little political size, but I don't mind it. It's not like you need to have a debate and find an answer. You got extreme leftists and extreme rightists. Nowhere neat in the middle. You're both are wrong. You're too far left, and you're too far right, and you're both wrong. I have no problem, depicting that, because none of you right. And somebody's got to get got. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it was like they kind of they opened that door up for themselves, which pretty much they did it themselves. But I don't know if Homelander knew that he was opening that door up for himself and that he was going to have to go down that direction and everything, because he is not good on the spot. Like he can't. His reaction is terrible. Like he doesn't know how to react to each situation in a calm or in a decent manner. Like they kept showing in different episodes of him try to talk to the people, and he was going off the rail and stuff, and going to ramble mode or going to his own issues, bring his own issues in and stuff. And it was cool and everything. And you find, and I don't, us looking from the outside in, we see, and we already knew though, to run a corporation like Bout, it takes a lot, and he was just doing a terrible job, and you could see his eyes start twitching and everything, and everybody was asking him questions and stuff, and he didn't really have the answers, and like he was like he just wanted to be him, and he just can't stand how everything is sugar coated and glossed over and stuff. He tried to play that for a while, and then he's just like, no, no, no. And his real side keeps coming out and everything. Like every episode, a little bit more of him being real came out. And like at the last episode, in the end, the real him finally came out, and he just somebody did something that he didn't approve of, and he just killed him on the spot in the public for everybody to see. No sugarcoating anything. And like I like how it went, their build up to that and their culmination to finally get into that point. Like they just slowly brought you to it, and he slowly came into that, and then boom, by the last episode, the last scene, it was like, all right, he's full blown him. He can be himself from here on out. Next season, he's going to be himself no matter what.
Do you think it's him actually? So do you think it's him becoming himself, or you think he's slowly losing his mind?
He's already he's been lost his mind in that sense, but he hasn't lost his mind. It's more like he just wants the approval of everybody. That's all it is. And
no, he said that, remember? He said, I want to be loved. But being feared is I can do that too. So he wants to be loved by everybody. You can tell after he made that big speech about how he's better than everybody, and his percentage skyrocketed up. He's like, they love me. They love the real me. Like some of you said, they love the real me.
I think
he's
kind of all the way. He's gonna be all the way off the rails by next season. And I like how they did the slow burn on that and drug it out all the way to the end. And it was worth the wait. And we'll see if he could actually keep a company running and be himself at the same time.
No,
which is
I mean he can't. I know for a fact he can't. You see how bad he was struggling his first meeting when they asked him all these questions. Like, are you questioning me? Like, no, we need to know we need direction. So they all just kind of left. So he can't run.
But he can be that way now. But now he could. Plus, half of them, pretty much majority of them got fired anyway or quit. Then now that he's seen it at the end of the episode this season, he's going to be himself anyway. Like nobody's going to be able to talk back to him. Period.
No, I'm not talking about
all of that got taken care of in the last episode. All of that got taken care of. Especially, spoiler alert, when he killed Black Noir, who was like the closest person out of everybody around him. The closest person to him was Black Noir, and he straight up killed him, letting everybody else know y'all don't mean crap. And he said all of that too. He's like, y'all don't mean nothing. This is what.
When he made what's her name take her wig off? Like, what wig? And gave her a look, and she said, "I'm like, young. How much of your hair have you been pulling out?"
That's how much he's been flexing.
Crazy.
In that scene, he flexed his true power in that scene. When he was looking at everybody, he looked at A-Train. He was like, you killing our own people. Don't ever do that again. You're going to apologize. He told the Deep, you're going to go kill that person. He told her, let her know, if whatever I say, you're going to do. Basically, that's what that whole scene was him letting it be known, whatever I say goes. And it also lets you know they're probably all going to have to turn on him eventually. Like everybody's going to have to turn on him.
Everybody's so afraid of him. It's like the only person that could take him down is Soldier Boy, and then they had to turn on Soldier Boy. I was like, this is we with Soldier. All right, we could do this character. So we swear we were Homelander. We could run through this character by character. That way we make sure we cover a little bit of everything. So the thing is with Homelander, I think he was slowly losing his mind, right? And I think his true self is just a bully. If you want to boil it down to the simplest terms, he's a bully who wants to be loved by everybody. He wants to be the big man on campus, and all right. So you ever been in high school? You seen high school pictures of like the popular kid who plays all the sports. He's the captain of the basketball football team, and everybody loves him, but he still punks around everybody else at the same time. But everybody's still afraid to say anything because they want to be his friends and all that. That's what Homelander is. That's what he wants to be loved by the general public, and he's bullying everybody else around him. He's the mean girl. Whatever Rachel Adams played. He's that character, The Boys. Everybody wants to be a part of him, and everybody hates him, but everybody wants him to love him.
I don't think he's crazy as much as he's just getting tired of holding back his true self. It's like Superman always used to do. Superman used to have to hold back his power because if he used like his full power or anything like that, he can just kill everybody. And Homelander doesn't want to have to bite his tongue anymore. That's all. And now that he doesn't have to bite his tongue, it's all in. It's whatever goes. And they really with the last episode, because that one's the most freshest on my mind and everything, the whole theme of that was like childhood trauma and fathers and their children. And they really wrapped that up because they went all in on the last episode about children and their fathers and childhood trauma. They went all in on that one and did a whole circle and loop and everything on it, especially with Soldier Boy, Homelander, and what's his name? Ryan. And so much of how the whole show was like how Homelander was like, I finally got a father out there. I can have a family. This is about to happen and everything. He went and got his son. The first scene in it, he went and pretty much got his son so he can introduce him to Soldier Boy so that they can all be a family. And it's going to be it's going to be all great and spectacular and stuff. And then you had Butcher with his family drama and everything. And I was like, wow, how his father treated him and how you could tell he ends up like his father with all the anger and everything he has. And then Mother's Milk, the trauma and everything that he had from his family dying from Soldier Boy and how he released some of that anger in front of his daughter and he didn't want to, but he did. And then at the end, Mother's Milk was explaining to his daughter, all the family stuff and, how his family was and everything. It was a big old family issue.
It's really about past drama in your life. Dealing with past, like fatherhood, parenting, and how you were treated. Because everybody outside of you, because even Huey brought up about how he felt about his father, thought he was a soft and loser. And then as he grew up, he realized he was strong enough. He was there. He took care of us, he fed us and all that. My mom actually was the one who left. Little bitch. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't like people who leave families. But yeah, so I mean, this whole season is about drama. If you like breaking down, not drama, but because all shows are about drama. But it shows about family drama, family dynamics, and how you what happens to you in your past affects who you are in the future. Unless you do the work to become your own person. None of these people, none of them did the work. Maybe Huey at the most, but he's the one who came from the most stable houses. You got, but first of all, Homelander didn't even have a family. He thought he was He thought he was created out of a lab up until he found out that Soldier Boy was his father, and he just jacked off into a blue. He said, "I still remember the magazine. Call that joint what a fox." But then you had that. And you also had Butcher. He got trapped in his own memory, and my God, like bruh, what he did, and then he became his father and treated Huey like a little brother, just punking him and all. I was like, oh, this is so. But then he tried to do the right thing and still did it wrong by knocking him out and locking him in the bathroom. I was like, come on, man, what is?
It was the right thing. He wanted to make sure he didn't take the formulas, the compound.
Right, you could just tell him what the formula does.
He had to do it that way. Homeboy would have still took it. He was already addicted.
What?
Huey was addicted.
If he was addicted, he would have took the last dosage. which he didn't. Instead, he
That's
decided to
because
help him.
telling him that's because he had to realize for himself based off of the actions that Butcher did. If Butcher didn't take the actions he did and just told him, it would have been out of Butcher's character to just tell him straight up like that, which is why he never did anyway.
No, it would have been out of his character because he went through the whole drama before that, and then when Starlight told him like this is what it does to you, then when Starlight told him this is what it does to him, that was directly after he found out. After he had that whole thing where he was locked up in his own mind, and he really saw how he actually became his own father, like abusive, trying to make everybody all tough, manipulating people to make him do what he wants to do. So he became his father. So it would have been out of his character. It would have been character growth to say, look, Joey, I love that you're like a little brother. This will kill you. Because also when he tried in his mind, him leaving his brother was there, which caused his brother to commit suicide. So it would have been out of his character. It would have been character growth.
I think what you're saying is, I see it as him hitting him and his character growth, and having him stay there and save him is his growth, as opposed to him bringing him along and just using him like he uses everybody else.
No,
that's why everybody was mad at him in the end, because they're like, Butcher's just going to use whoever he needs for whatever he needs to do.
Right.
And he didn't use them. Like he really did need Huey, but he knew
he needed everybody. You taking on Homelander and Soldier Boy. He needs them. He needed them. But so the reason why I say it's not character growth, because a few episodes before that, when he made the deal with Soldier Boy, he drugged Mother's Milk and left him there. So it's not like something he's done before. If he needs you out the way and you're a friend, he'll either drug you or knock you out, and then go handle it yourself and say you'll be right as rain, and I hope you forgive me one day and stuff like that. That's not character growth. He did it before.
Yeah, but it was for different reasons.
No, it's the same reason. I want to go kill Homelander.
No.
It all boils down to the same.
No. Huey, no. Here's the different reasons is because Mother's Milk 100% was going to be against that situation. Huey wasn't against his situation. Huey wanted to go. Huey wanted to be a part of it. Huey would have took the Compound V. If he didn't knock him out and leave him, it wasn't going. Nothing would have changed. He needed somebody to come with him. He needed Huey. Somebody was like, gun ho, let's do this. We got this situation to take care of. The fact that he left him is the growth right there.
No, but I'm saying he's left people before when he thinks he's doing the right thing. Like he's like, I need to move. I know I need Soldier Boy to help to fight Homelander. I need Mother's Milk out the way to do it. It was best for the mission. And it's best for him not to be here because I know he has issue with it. So I'm gonna drug him so he's out the way. I'm in his mind, he thinks he's looking out for him and also completing the mission. He did the same thing with Huey. Like, I can't have Huey here because this is gonna kill him, and I still need the mission to do it. Instead of telling him flat out, just telling him, hey, look, this is what Compound V does. It mushes your mind. I can use you another way. Like he ended up doing, like who ended up being there to help in another way, but I can't have you to go to take this vitamin. Instead of saying that, he just knocked him out or incapacitated him and left him there. Same thing he did to Mother's Milk. In his mind, he thinks he's doing the right thing, but both times he did it the wrong way. Instead of having a conversation. So when he did it to Mother's Milk, that's him being butchered. And we did it to Huey after the whole thing about being locked in his mind, seeing what kind of father he became his father, and seeing what him leaving his brother behind, what his brother doing, it would have been growth, legit character growth to say, hey, Huey, this is what Compound V is doing to you. Still want to fight, you can, but it will. If you take another dose, this will kill you. That would have been legit character growth.
No, I think he still grew, but he just did it his way though.
He didn't grow. He did the same thing. And then
well, then let's just put it like this: his conscience got the better of him.
His conscience
definitely got the better of him.
No. I think he tried to do the right thing. He did it the wrong way by incapacitating him, and that's something he did before. It's not character growth. You're just repeating the cycle. That's all
Kasha
it
got
is.
the better of him. But
Yeah.
the rest of the stuff, the rest of the show, uh, especially in the last episode, we saw pretty much the seven is all mostly broken up. You get to see in the last episode
You're down to
Starlight. Say again?
you went from 7 to 3.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well,
No,
Black Noir being
you were
killed.
only at 6. But at the end of season 1, you were only at 6. Because they killed
Potentially 7. They kept every season they kept looking for a new person.
Yeah, you're down to 6. No, you were down to 6. Now you're down to 3. It's Homelander.
Because season 2 had what was her name? What was her name? Stormfront. Stormfront was supposed to be on the team in season 2. She obviously didn't make it, and then in this season, the guy just made the team and then got killed by Homelander like the same day, I think it was. So yeah.
And then the day, it was the day he got that was the day they brought back in I was about to keep saying Aqualad, but it's the Deep. The day they brought back the Deep on the TV show was like, hey, I'm sorry, guy. And then Starlight, I still need you around, or whatever. And then he's like, the Homelander said, I got something to show you, Starlight, on the roof. And then he pan the camera, and he's there like this.
Yeah.
Inside's all out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So the 7 is pretty much broken up. I'm not sure what they'll do. I hope they'll do some stuff where they so far they've been trying to rebuild the team no matter what every season. So hopefully next season he'll try to rebuild a team with people more with a mindset of Homelander, because Homelander is in total control now. So he'll probably try to build a team up that's like all like the Deep, where they just listen to whatever he says and do whatever. Because the Deep is like a pushover. The Deep is all in with,
Bro, what is the Deep's issue?
He just wants he literally is like Homelander, but a weaker version. He just wants to be liked. That's it.
No, I don't think he's like. I think he's like. All right, I go back to the same high school analogy again. You know, like that cool dude that everybody loves or hates. He got that one guy who just does everything he say, and you kind of just like, hey, yo, shut up. But you still want him around because he's like your gopher and he do whatever for you, like blindly. That's what the Deep is. He's not like Homelander. Like, he's the Homelander's side man who does everything and can still abuse.
No, I didn't mean like Homelander. I mean, he's like Homelander in the sense he wants to be liked, like Homelander wants to be liked.
I mean, I can see that. But he only wants to be liked by Homelander, though. He doesn't care about being liked by anybody else. He just wants to be liked by that guy.
Yeah, well, he's a pushover. And then this season, you saw A-Train go through it. A-Train definitely went through it.
Let's talk about A-Train. Oh my gosh.
You want to talk about I want to be loved by everybody? A-Train wanting to be loved, and then want change, and then everything else, and his eyes getting open to the world, and then his eyes still not being fully open to his world in reality. And that episode, I think it was Herogasm, where Ashley let him have it, was like the best scene ever with A-Train in it. And I was like, whoa, Ashley laid it out clear for him. It's like, oh, when something happens to you, now it's an issue. And now you want change and everything. Well, let's talk about all the times you done killed somebody cold-blooded and all this stuff. When she gave it to him, I was like, yo, true that. And him and what was the name? Blue Hawk?
Yeah, Blue Hawk, something like that.
Yeah. Man, that storyline. Woo! I like it.
Bro, I was like, yeah. First of all, he only changed this thing to help his people out for money reasons. Like, you wanted to be open. Like, A-Train is a straight out, gosh, I wish I could smack the taste out of his mouth. I wish I could smack some black in him. He blacker. Like, this is ridiculous, man.
He literally is a fame monger. He wants fame and he wants popularity and stuff.
And then, but it's actually trying to do something for the people. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not Muhammad Ali. I'm Michael Jordan. Like, first of all, you're neither one of them. Let's just throw that out there. Okay. If anything, more like Horace Grant. You know what I'm saying? Just on the team, make a play here and there. But when it comes down, nobody but people who watch the NBA gonna remember. You're not in the Hall of Fame, none of that stuff. Okay, nobody counts. Not one of your ranks. You're nobody. That's what he is in the big scheme of the superhero world. He's the top of the class of nobodies. All right, it is what it is. But he wants to do all this. Like he wanted just like he got laid out. You wanted justice, right? You want to do all of this great stuff, but when all you discount all the time, you ran through Huey's girlfriend, and then you joked about it in the club the next day, like I still had some of her teeth in my some of her in my teeth. You're just laughing it up, and that's just one instance. You kill Pop Claw, the supposed person you love. I gotta go back and watch season 1. That shit was great. I just thought about that. I might have to go back and watch season 1. But yeah, it's just like, man, come on, man. You're nobody. And then when I kind of laughed, but I was in shock and awe. Like, yeah, we gave you a new ticker, Blue Hawks, ha ha ha. And you could just see him go. I was like, you got that racist cunt in your.
Yeah, the irony of it all.
Oh, sheesh. You got a racist heart in the coon body. It's crazy. Cool.
Yeah, he he went through his ups and downs this whole season, especially with him not having his powers for the not ability to use his powers. I should say not the ability to not use his powers, because if you mess with Soldier Boy, you no longer had your powers, which is what happened to Queen Maeve in the end. Because Queen Maeve, who we did not see a lot of in the beginning, like you didn't even see her until like the 4th episode or something like that. And then when she finally came on the scene, and you were like, she was hiding anyway. She was always trying to stay out of the limelight anyway. And then with her in that Homelander fight, I was like, yeah, yes. And then they wrote her out, man. Queen.
You can tell she was ready to get out a while ago. She really hated being part of the 7. She hated being in that facility. Remember in season 1, she was trying to get away to go sneak with her ex-girlfriend, I think I'm supposed to be. Something like that. Like she wanted out. She had it up to here. She was like, I'm not doing it. When what's her name was crying in the bathroom, you see Starlight was crying in the bathroom. She just like, yeah, get over that shit. It kept it moving. Hey, I gotta go back and watch season 1 again, man. That's good as a mug.
Yeah, you keep bringing back up and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta go watch that again. I'm about to do that after I do some adulting after this, because the adulting never stops.
No, it can't. It can't. Yo, for the rest of the season, Starlight with this season was interesting too, because it's like she kept reminding Huey. She had to bring Huey back to who Huey was and remind him, and then the real Huey came out, even though he was sitting there telling his lie. Oh no, I don't care that you're a superhero, Starlight, and you keep saving me. I'm okay with it. And then that truth came out, boy.
Well, hold on. I understand where Huey's coming from, though. They were like, well, first of all, they kind of overdid it. Like he couldn't open a jar of jelly or peanut butter. Everybody knows the trick. You take it, you hit it 3 times on the countertop, loosens it up, bada bing, bada boom. I don't know why people don't know that. It's not that hard of a thing. But you had to give it to her, and she just cracked the joint open. And you can see, he's like, yeah, I'm smiling. He's like, it's not a big deal. But at a certain point, as a man, you can't have your girl keep saving you. Like, look, I don't care if you're freaking Superman's cousin. You ain't got to save me. I'd rather die than have you save me this 1800 time. Pump it. Let me go out. I understand where he's coming from, man. Like you wouldn't keep acting. If you were like a regular old person and your girlfriend or something was stupid rich, you're not just gonna keep running to her. Even though you have a job which supports, you're not gonna keep. Hey, oh my gosh, I had somebody I overspent on the credit card. Can I borrow $100,000? At some point, you're like, look, man, I can't keep doing this. I'm gonna go out here and die on my hill. I'm gonna work 13 hours overtime a day plus a regular 4. I'm gonna make this money. I'm not gonna keep acting. It's the same thing. I don't. So all the people like, oh yeah. At the end of the last season, he was like, I know you want to say I told you so. So just say, like, I fucking told you so. I was like, yeah, but you refuse to look at it from his side. Like, that you don't want to get saved every time. You don't want to go
But
in the back.
it's
He lived
funny
his
because,
whole life without you.
but still though, it's funny because he still kept putting him. Most of those things could have been avoided. He kept putting himself in situations where he needed somebody to save him. Like every situation where she saved him, he put himself in a situation where he needed to get saved. If he went about it differently, like as you're watching the episodes, you can see little things that he could have did to get himself out of it. He needs to go learn to fight for one. That man, at some point, you gotta learn how to fight,
I give you
shoot
that
a gun, something.
I give you that. He doesn't. If you're gonna be a part of the boys, you got to bring more than being. You got to fight. You just got to.
Because every time she saves him is in a fighting situation. At some point, bro, you need to get gun training, something, anything.
But
get a karate class, something.
In Huey's defense, I went through hypothetically. I'm just saying, I went through 2 seasons without you saving me like that. Like I walked into Vaught's compound, planted a chip. I did all of that stuff without being saved. Without being saved by you specifically. Like I had set up A-Train to get his leg broke. I did that without you, Star. Like I've done things without you. I don't need you to come in and be a goddamn Captain Save-A-Ho and save me every time I get into some shit.
Captain Save-A-Huey?
Captain Save-A-Huey. Like, I don't need you for that, man. No. Let me go out here and live my best life.
He's not. And he's not doing that either.
Okay. But I get that. But let him go do it. Just let him do it. Let him do it. I get what he said. I feel what he's saying. I would be the same way. Like, look, man. No, I don't need your help. I'd rather go out here and broke, get an eviction letter on my door before I say I'm coming to you for the 100th time to come save me. Let me work it out.
He still don't even got that confidence where he's gonna man up in anything like that. He don't got that confidence. He doesn't exude that. So his character is just gonna be, he's just gonna keep on getting saved. Like the only time he got confidence was when he had that V, and then all of a sudden he was like when he looked at dang on A-Train and punched A-Train and everything. He was like, I can do whatever I want. I got powers too. Ooh. As opposed to being a person who's just naturally has confidence and exudes it, whether you got power or not. Like people, a person who has natural confidence in everything in them and by their demeanor and the way they are and stuff. But him, no, he's just a natural pushover. So he's going to have to save him all the time.
Why? He just stop being a pushover. Stop being a little bitch.
Like I said, he needs to go get gun training, a karate class, something else. Like he's not doing anything to help better himself and be better in those situations. You keep getting in those situations, god dang it, there's a solution. Learn how to do this and that.
Well, remember he did in the beginning of the season. He was out of that situation. He thought he was in a really good one where he was really controlling Butcher and Frenchie and the female. He was in that.
Kimiko?
Kimiko. It's easier to call her the female because that's what I remember from the comic. So the female. He was controlling them when he had that. He didn't know at the time. He was working with the hair popper. They were like keeping an eye on superheroes. Stuff like. You remember walking in that office, he felt like the man. You saw it in him. He was like, yeah, I got the swag. I know what it is. I'm in control of all this. He had a nice suit, swag. That's what, at that point, he didn't mind Starlight opening up a jar and stuff like that. Why? Because I know when I walk in this building, all eyes on me. I run this. You know what I'm saying? I'm in control of these superheroes. Then when he kind of lost that, well, when he found out the hair popper was his best friend at work and all that, and he had to leave, then it just got real. Now he needed saving. He's like, hold up. Like, I was just in a situation. I didn't need your saving. All right. Honestly, you were working for me. You were keeping eyes on Vought for me. Now there's other way around. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. I just got out of stuff like this. I kept getting saved.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to react, and he's a panicker. He does not know how to. At this point, you should at least know how to goddamn tell a lie or something, or fake the funk. Something.
He did. In his defense, he did. When they asked, like, he's like, I'm going back with the boys, and they're like, what you gonna tell them at your job? He's like, I thought about that. hey, I need you to break my arm. And he broke the arm. Well, Shmuel broke his arm there. He had a good setup. And then when he went to go find out information about the at the adoption center, he lied as well perfectly then too. Like, yeah, I want to keep on the teller, but me and Starlight were looking to adopt. Like, he did it all. He's a good liar. The problem is
He
is
stumbles.
That people think that's just him being nervous. So he's using that as a lie. It's fine. The problem is he's not good. He does a lot of Starlight. And every time he tries, he breaks down and tells the truth anyway. Everybody else he's lying to perfectly fine. It just happened to be Starlight. Like that bot Starlight pussy must be amazing. Because he is not lying. It must be an amazing thing in the world when she's coming, her eyes just got the glowing and the lights are flickering. It must be phenomenal. Because he refuses to lie. I'll come crawling back in a moment, in an instant, in a moment.
The light shall shine on you, and you shall be. So there's so many directions you can go with that one. The light shines on him. You will be. Repent, my son. Repent.
You come in there on those real corny days. He come in there with a rope like, this little light of mine. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let it shine.
So many directions you can go. I don't know how long you've been waiting to tell that one.
I just thought about that one.
No, I'm talking about the whole story.
I just thought about all of it today. This little light of mine, I'm gonna make her shine, make her shine, make her shine when she comes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he does. Definitely that.
Yeah, after the first time, like, this little light of mine, I made her shine.
He definitely ain't got that swagger. He ain't got nothing close to that.
I'll do it.
I'm not going down that path with you. I'm not. We all know what kind of person Huey is. He ain't got that kind of confidence. That man ain't got. He ain't no. What is it? Tyrese out during Baby Boy. He ain't that. He ain't.
You gonna cook? You gonna clean?
You go, yeah. He ain't got that extra confidence like that, buddy. He probably be asking her, "Do you want me to cook clean for you? How do you feel? How do you feel?" That's sorry, bum. Huey ain't got that in him, man. He ain't. Nah. He probably cuddle with her and everything afterwards. Oh, please, got it. So terrible. Nah, the rest of the shows.
You seem so upset. Like, how the fuck did he get with her?
He didn't get with her. She got with him. That's what that situation is. Those are always those situations. She got with him.
He laid his game down tight. Season 1, laid his game down tight.
He ain't like no game.
I didn't say game. His game. His specific. I'm over my head, but I'm kind of making it work because it's cute. I'm getting you out of a bad situation game.
Okay.
It worked. Does he got the girl? Didn't work.
I said okay. You
didn't say it confidently. You said it like you. Okay.
Ain't no when we talk about Huey, there's no confidence behind it because there's no confidence behind it. No, that's just terrible. No. But the rest of the season was pretty solid. The season 3 was it was there.
Well, look, you got to talk about it, Dan, because people want to know what you think about Herogasm.
It was another episode. It wasn't. They overhyped it. They built it up to be more than what it was. It wasn't on the level of the comic. The comic was all over the place. If you read that comic, yeah, the comic should come with that comic should come with a warning like this episode did and everything. I mean, they did what they could and everything. I thought it was going to be they were going to show more and be a little longer, but when they were like, yeah, it's a bunch of C-list level heroes and stuff, I was like, okay.
You know
I
what?
see what y'all
Somebody
already
said
talking
this.
it down.
Somebody said this online, and I think it's a really good idea. It should have had one of the main characters be a part of Hero Gasm, like actually having sex with somebody.
The Deep, that's who they use. The only one they use.
I'm counting like Homelander.
No, they knew they weren't going to go there.
Mother's Milk. I'm like one of those people.
They specifically avoided all of that and gave you the Deep.
Yeah,
for a reason.
Deep is a C-list character. He's the C-list part of the 7.
He's a main character.
I hear what you're saying. I'm talking. All right, I put like this. They should have had one of the big main characters in it. You know, there's a difference. Don't act like there isn't.
Because they didn't build it up like in the comics how it's every hero in the world comes to this event. In the show, they just built it up as this is a little quiet little party that everybody knows about, but nobody knows about, you know. And it's not the big time heroes. Like it's no A and B listers, only C. Only you guys who, if this gets exposed, it wouldn't be a problem because you guys aren't big names, top sellers anyway. So yeah, you know, street level heroes like Blue Hawk. That's why Blue Hawk was there, and Termite, and a bunch of lower level hero stuff.
More street levels, you're defenders of the heroes.
Yeah,
street level heroes.
Yeah, the only A-lister they gave you was the Deep, and then that was a weird moment too.
And was Starlight walking on him with the camera, and then he tried to take it back to his wife. That bro, he's like, I need this. And then all he said, she says you're pretty. She wants to taste you. And she put the tentacle on her, and she walked out. Bro, I was like, yeah. Why would you think this would work, yeah?
Nobody knows what he be thinking, yo. He don't know what he be thinking, yo. He can't fight the urge. He look here. He needs to just go. He needs to just go live in the ocean. Like straight up, just go live in the ocean. That's his best bet.
Nah, so what he is you know how like they're bisexual people like women and men. He's
He's trying to make up a word for it.
I'm trying to think of a word. Bi-Aquian person.
A simple solution for him is to just go live the rest of his life in the ocean. Just simple.
Right, but he likes human women too. So that's what I'm saying. He's
from what we just saw, he not anymore.
No, he still likes. But I think the problem is he could get that anytime. There's only so many of these octopuses that's gonna give it up. Hey, bro, he's bi-Aquian or I can't think of a word, but he's like both. He likes the women in the sea. And not in a cool, positive, I'm a pirate kind of way. More of the I can't even think. There's no
let that go. So we're gonna move on.
No comparison for this ever happened before.
We're gonna move on. And so the main how do I say this, theme or the surrounding villain, I guess he was a villain, was Soldier Boy. So how did you feel about Soldier Boy as a whole?
I love him. Not like him personally, like he's a guy I can hang out with and we'll be real cool. Like we share the same views. I mean, like I loved him as he felt like an old school throwback. Because he's supposed to be like a Captain America spinoff, right? But this is like one Captain America, like, you know, like Huey called him a Marlboro man. He was like, look, this is who I am. I got these old school, out of date values. I'm holding on to it, looking around like, what does this world become where these men supposed to be big, strong guys are walking around with little babies carrying around in their back, in their front like they're women and doing all these so-called feminine things. Like he stole back to it. And when he smacked Huey in the face, and after Huey said something, he said, "You say it again, I'm gonna smack you." And he said something again, and he really smacked him. I was like, I got no problem with that. He warned you. He said, "If you do it again, I'm gonna smack you." Threats are not real threats unless you can back it up. So he did. Yeah, I mean, and it's like another instance. He's just like his father. Like he said, like when Butcher he was telling Butcher about his father, and how he was kind of making him proud. He would look at it. So he got experiment one, got the V, became the strongest man alive. And he told his father, he said, "You're a bitch. You took the shortcut." So, and then when Homelander came to him with his son, he was like, "You could be a family." He said, "I just wish I was here for you, so you wouldn't be the little pussy ass man you become. You're a disappointment." And he got the whip in his ass. I was like, everything about you lined up right. It was perfectly fine. I don't know if I would call you the villain. I don't think there are any good guys or bad guys in this entire scenario. Homelander's a villain. The only person I can make consider a hero maybe is like Mother's Milk. All right, so it's Mother's Milk, Starlight, Huey, and Frenchie. If he's kind of like a anti-hero, and so is the female. The Huey and the what's her name? I don't know. This female, they're anti-heroes.
Kimiko,
the female, they're anti-heroes, and Mother's Milk and Starlight are heroes, and Huey's like another anti-hero. Everybody else is a villain. Make no mistake about it. It's just villains fighting villains.
Okay.
I think I explained that perfectly. There's no hero. So can't call him a villain. I would call him another character that has to get dealt with.
It showed especially in the last episode, he went through his childhood trauma and his father leaving an impression on him because of the way his father treated him, and another person who turned into their own father and stuff because of the way they were treated and everything. But as a whole, man, the boys, their casting be spot on because
that was perfect. I don't know what they're doing, and I know I don't have the actor chops to do it. The other shows, I think I could do it. The boys, you need top tier quality talent.
Yeah, they're doing a great job because him playing Soldier Boy was pretty damn good. And
I was like, shit. I took a step back. I was like, this. I like it. I like everything about this.
Yeah. He was spot on. Like he was believable to the T and everything. Like it's one of those ones by the end you're like, yeah, I don't see anybody else as Soldier Boy but him now. So yeah, and how his character was being as though he was the last time he was alive in the world was like in the 80s. So
it was
his glory days, huh?
Was it Vietnam?
No, it was the drug thing in the 80s when they were down there.
Nah, they took him out. Remember, they took him out in a war. That's when the Russians took him.
It was in Cuba, Cuba or Puerto Rico, one of them down there. It was during the 80s, during the Contras and all that, and that war and everything. I know exactly when it was.
I don't know.
Because Mother's Milk was talking about it because he was alive. It was the 80s. That's how he killed Mother's Milk's family.
Hey, could be. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm telling you.
All right. I said all right. I don't know. Jeez. Okay, Huey. All right.
No. Now you're insulting me. That's just wrong. That's just, oh my God. You throwing insults out now? You throwing insults? Oh.
By the fifth, I'm in the boys kind of mode. All right.
Somebody
bad guys here.
You gotta do Soldier. You gotta do like Soldier Boy. Somebody call you Huey, you just gotta smack him and everything. You could what? Me? I'm Huey?
No, it's like we said he got PTS. He's like, I'm not shell shocked. I got shell shocked.
Yeah, he was stuck. He was stuck in the days. My man.
No, talking about from
Let me put it like this. He wasn't stuck in the past. He only knew the past. He didn't have time to adapt to the present time and everything. So everything was really new to him.
Yeah, like when Huey said when they were trying to convince him like they need Soldier Boy needed them.
Yeah,
he's like, you don't have GPS or thermal tracking or anything like all that stuff. He said,
you don't know the internet.
He's like, no, I didn't.
He said you made those words up, yo. That's hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, he was his character, Soldier Boy was spot on. His character was right on. They that episode, that Hero-gasm episode where they were fighting, that was a great fight.
No, that was a brutal fight. I really liked it was Homelander and
Butcher,
because they was like, yo, I don't like you, you don't like me. We're going to fight. We're finally going to fight. And Butcher was ready, like, I can finally fight him. I don't have to do nothing else. I can finally take him down, and I'm going for it. Yeah. They had him. So he
got lucky too. Butcher got lucky to be able to get the particular power he got with the strength and the vulnerability.
Strength and all that. Like, young, that could have been anything. You would have been ready. You could have turned into the deep and been in love with fish.
Yeah, and it's rare because even in the comic books, it's rare for you to have multiple powers. And the fact that he had multiple powers was like, it's like, yeah, I know they wrote it in just specifically for that, but it was still great. It was great to see. Super strength and vulnerability and eye vision, heat wave, heat vision, or whatever the hell it was. But yeah, multiple powers in one dose. I was like, woo, we're going big, aren't we? Yeah. Butcher did a lot this season and everything. They gave him they spiced it up. Unfortunately, the side effects of it
got 12 months to live, baby.
Which I think because of that, they might do it. I feel like it's only going to be like 5 seasons now. Yeah. Unless they come up with some miracle cure or something, or they find one of the people who actually can heal people, one of the heroes who has healing powers can heal them. They might end this Joker in like 4 or 5 seasons now. Because
right. I don't mind that, because when you got stories like this, the comic book story that you got from comic books that actually had an end to it, not like Batman or Superman with those things that never end, or Spider-Man, they never end. When you actually have a story that has a beginning, middle, and it ends. Like right now, they're trying to do a prequel like 12 years after, but not the story's over. Okay, happened. I don't have a problem with you. You don't have to try to draw out different storylines. This is the problem with the Flash right now. Like, you didn't go in with a clear end path, and now you're just dragging it on, having lightsaber fights.
Oh my God, that is the most obvious dragging on ever.
Yeah, Arrow heading in. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, look, we know we're going to end right around, when we do the Flashpoint story. I'm not the Flashpoint story, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's right around where we go in. And that's exactly where they end. And now I'm desperate. I'm itching. Oh, I need some more of that Arrow. I need some of that Arrow. Arrow and the Black Canaries was canceled. Don't know why.
Yeah, with Butcher, the outcome that Butcher had in like the last episode when they explained everything, the doctor was like, you got like 12 months and everything. It's going to make everything go faster. And now they're really going to go after Homelander and stuff. And like him, it's funny because they showed him standing at the entrance of the door, and he was drinking out of like a Slurpee cup with Homelander's face on it and stuff and everything. And I was like, yep, that's the goal right there. He's still all in.
You got 12 months to finish it. But see, I like that because now you put a clock on it. So now we're not worried about it. How they're going to drag it out season after season after season. I just going to find different ways to try to attack the same man. Or it's going to be one of those things where they end up teaming up for a season together, then they go back to fight. Nah, we got a clock now. We got a 12-month clock before it all ends. Now, I was like, I like it. You could stretch 12 months into 2 seasons, put it into it, everybody goes home happy, then you do all your different spin-offs. Yeah. You already got one with the debacles. Just do your spin-off and keep it moving.
Especially with him, with you losing more than 7, and then they taking Queen Maeve out of the picture, taking Black Noir out of the picture, and then the guilty conscious A-Train, who's like all over the place with guilt and stuff, between him killing people and him knowing what he's doing now and seeing it, him knowing he has no protection against Homelander, and his brother, the guilt he has with his brother and stuff. So A-Train can be somewhat persuaded. They showed that this season and previous seasons. You can persuade A-Train, but he's going to need a little extra behind it, And
A-Train is easy to manipulate because you know exactly what he wants. He wants to be famous. He wants to be rich. He wants to be famous. He wants to be rich, and he wants to be in the spotlight.
Right.
So you can eat like that. I can promise you, we'll get you this and that. Or you got to do this. He's like, okay. Now we'll see how much that changed after he broke his brother's heart and all that stuff. But it didn't look like because he's like, I want you to come back coach me because he's real selfish. I want you to coach me. You can make all the money in the world. You can rebuild that whole school and all that. He's like, bro, that's not what this is about. And it's gotta hurt when your family rejects you, family that you love rejects you. Oh, I mean, I don't know because they don't reject me, but it hurts you right here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be next season. Next season's got a lot to look forward to and everything. And can't wait. I can't wait. So as far as I'm concerned, Boys season 3, total success. Excellent season. Highly recommended you watch it. Is it binge worthy? Absolutely.
No question.
Do I recommend you binge watch it? No. One episode a day. Let the episodes soak in. Like, give yourself time to breathe and reflect on each episode. You don't get to reflect on the episode when you binge. You just hit the next one.
Let's get back to the roots, man. Binge.
The roots is 1 week.
I'm not talking about older people. I'm talking about
you old fool.
I'm talking about millennials. All right, the people after millennials, whatever those generations are. Get back to our roots.
You grew up without binge watching. What are you talking about? That's not true.
I waited for DVDs and I watched the whole thing through. I binged.
Lie. You a dang lie.
It wasn't on streaming. All right, we're getting back to our roots, baby. Our streaming roots, which is binge. All right, don't let it question. The first season was a binge watch. Make no mistake about it.
Well, I hate to disappoint you. There's a reason only one service offers the ability to binge watch something. There's a reason for that.
Content. No, none of them have enough content to keep dropping hot fire like they do. Not one.
I'm pretty sure none of them want to go be in the hole like Netflix is in the hole.
Hey, look, man. The only way you get out the hole is to get in the hole so you climb your way out. All right? Food for thought.
Yeah, that's backwards thinking right there. We got to get out of here with it. We can't leave. I don't want to leave that on you guys' mind when we end the show.
Bump that. This is what it's all about. It's for the people, man. For the people. Get back to our streaming roots. We got to get back to it. We want to binge. You should go out there. Don't let it breathe, anything like that. You binge. You take 2 to 3 minutes to reflect. Get right back into it. All right? Right after Homelander tells you that, Soldier Boy tells Homelander that you're Soldier Boy's Homelander's father, then you take a good 15 minutes, let that digest, and like, bam, all right, let's see what happens.
No.
That's how you do it.
You need to go on YouTube, watch people's reviews of each episode. You need to see the spoilers. You need to see the Easter eggs. You need to do all that stuff.
You do all that.
That happen.
No.
These writers don't take the time to put, especially Marvel writers. Marvel writers don't take the time and the effort and to put all that little small stuff in there for you to just binge it out right through it and everything. Go from episode to episode. No. There's lots of stuff and Easter eggs in every episode that you need to look up on and stuff. There's some stuff you might not have. There's definitely something you didn't catch.
Then you binge all of those videos after you finish binging. All right? Just go on a binging tour. All right? I don't want to hear this. Get back to the streaming roots of binging. I'm tired of everybody keep trying to get away from what made it successful.
Where are my buttons at? I'm done with this. He's talking crazy.
I'm tired of it. That's binge. He really left. That's crazy. All right, everybody.
I don't know anything about what he's talking about, people. All right, one episode at a time. Let it get into your blood. Let it marinate. The first
episodes you got to binge anyway. The first 3 came out at once. So I already hear that.
Ain't nobody told you had to watch all 3 at the same time. I didn't.
Oh, you're a fool.
Yeah, I didn't miss out on anything.
Guess what happened? I never said you missed out.
Guess what happened when you binge watch all 3? That first episode put you down anyway. You couldn't get through 10 minutes.
5 minutes. First 5 minutes. I was like, whoa, I wasn't ready for this.
I couldn't get through the first 15. I'm in and out 2 episodes. Boom. Let's go.
I was like, I was like, ooh.
I don't want
I
to.
wasn't prepared for that. I didn't need to see that in my life, especially when I'm eating dinner trying to watch this.
That stuff is not lasting long enough for me to remember. Keep it going. What's part? Next part of the scene. Boom. All right, we're good. We're out of there. This man over here thinking about it, pausing it and stuff. What are you pausing?
I didn't pause it. I had to take a break because I'm sitting there eating. I'm like, oh. Let's just take a break. Let's get a moment.
No. Keep going. Fly through that. Get through that.
I went to Netflix, turned on the Ninja Turtles, another episode of Ninja Turtles because they had just dropped like the 2016 first season. I'm like, I'm just going to watch this. I had to replenish my palate because you know how much I love the Turtles. All right, let's get back into it. Power through that first 5 minutes. All right, we're back. Now we're back.
I powered through. You old softy.
I took a water break. There's nothing wrong with taking a water break.
After 10 minutes into the episode.
Hey, bro, when you work out intensely, you got to take a water break, no matter it's 5 minutes.
Work out what? It was the first episode. You're supposed to be. You had 3 to go.
Water break.
You had 3 episodes.
It is what it is, man. What do you want me to do? Bro, he went in somebody's ass.
It wasn't that.
I don't care what it was. I didn't want to see it. How about that?
You could have closed your eyes like I did. What the hell?
I didn't know what was happening until it was happening.
Yeah, dang.
You're victim blaming right now. You're blaming me. Should be blaming the boys.
No, we know what they're capable of.
I've never seen that in a comic at all.
They have the producer. I read that the producer said everything they've ever asked the company that they allow them to do, they said yes to. They said the only time stuff didn't get on film is when the actors didn't want to do it. So if an actor's like, yeah, I'm not doing that, then they write it out. But like all their outrageous stuff you see, they got approved for it. Even that first episode, the scene you saw in that first episode, which I'm pretty positive has never ever been done in the history of TV, was was greenlit. The money, the people with the money were like, hey, make it happen. We're gonna stream off this one. We're gonna get a whole lot of attraction.
No. I would have said no. I mean, I wouldn't have said no. I wouldn't have said no. So I wouldn't have said no. But after I said yes, I'm like, can't believe I just said yes. Like you go to a hotel room, like, man, I'm about to order porn on the thing. And they actually do it. He's like, I can't believe I just did this shit. Now I gotta watch because I just spent $100 on the porn. I can't believe this just happened. That's how they probably felt.
Too late now. You know the kind of show you have. You know the kind of show you're getting into. You better get ready to close your eyes like I do.
Close your eyes. I think you said you powered through. Now you
close your eyes. That's how I powered through. I did. I never stopped it. It never stopped.
Hey, you close your eyes. That's not powering through.
I don't remember as much as you do, so I'm good to go.
Hey, I follow protocol. When it's in too much, take a break or walk away. That's protocol.
I power through.
You didn't power through. You closed your eyes. Rule number 1428. That's not powering through. I like getting on a roller coaster and closing your eyes. I got on it.
Still got on. Still got the experience and everything.
When they show the camera, and the thing, you like this, oh, everybody's making fun of you. You can't take that picture home. Nah.
Who takes the pictures home anyway? Don't nobody know where the camera's at, yo. All you do is see what's in front of you.
I know where the camera's at. You know.
Nobody knows where it's at. Nobody's ready for it. No. Unless it's your second time on that roller coaster. Your first time, you never know where they're at.
My hand is up for a reason. I do it.
You might take the pictures home, no matter what the picture look like. You're the guy that will take the picture.
I'm the guy who sees the camera like, ah!
You're both of those people. You're both.
What you want me to do?
Like I said, season 3, great season. Can't wait for season 4. Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it. Dan, you got any recommendations for people to watch while they waiting for stuff like the new episode of Miss Marvel or what's going on in their daily life?
Recommendations? Get started on the what's that thing called? I think it's Amazon Prime has the Terminal List with Chris Pratt. The Chris Hemsworth has a movie on Netflix. I can't remember the name of the movie on Netflix, but you'll see it when you turn
Spider,
on Netflix.
like Spider.
Yeah. If you haven't got started on Stranger Things, by all means, get started on
Bro,
Stranger
you
Things.
hey. Speaking of Stranger Things, that thing's sitting on something. Woo, wow.
Yeah. Them, Umbrella Academy. If you haven't done Umbrella Academy, that for sure. And that's the only thing that on the spot comes to my mind right now on the spot. But it's not too many more. It's a few more episodes of Miss Marvel left. And then you gotta get ready for She-Hulk. We did a review on Thor. That one is a play by ear kind of movie. So if you depending on how you are with Thor, with the MCU movies, if you're a waiter, by all means wait. If you're like, I gotta see it, make sure you're at a matinee. That's like I said, don't pay full price. Definitely don't pay full price for that movie.
Make sure they got nachos and cheese before you go to the movie theater. Call ahead. All of a sudden they're running out now.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about that. I don't recommend Flash. I'm not even watching that.
I don't recommend any of those shows on the CW anymore.
Superman, I do recommend Superman. It was decent. It was decent. It was watchable. It was definitely watchable. It's over. The season ended.
The CW used to be must watch. It used to be like, yo, did you see what happened on the Flash? Did you see what happened on Arrow? Legends of Tomorrow is great. They're giving you all the funny stuff. You see what's happening on the crossovers coming. Supergirl. It used to be must watch. Now this. When it will end.
Them days are definitely done. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but times have changed. And I think the biggest time that when we noticed the change was when they released what was that? The one that just hit Naomi. Oh my God, that was terrible. That was just terrible. I thought they had potential because when they converted Stargirl, when Stargirl went from supposed to be on DC Universe, and then it ended up being on CW, and how that one gets run, I was like, that is done decent. It's pretty good. It's definitely watchable. So I had hope for them, and I thought the CW had a good future with her. But then when they released Naomi, I was like, the future's not looking bright. It's not looking bright because Black Lightning had a abrupt end. So yeah, that happened. But
not even gonna talk
the
about
stuff I told you about before. That's my recommendations for right now. And if you haven't started on The Boys, or if you haven't finished The Boys, by all means, finish The Boys.
The only recommendation I got is YouTube. There's a channel I watch called Real Comic Book Talk. Yeah, a bunch of videos. It's fire. Yeah, you heard of them?
Yeah.
Outside of that, on TV, it's not too much. You're gonna have to go find some classics like not underground stuff, but people stuff not really talking about. Or I mean, all else fails, man. I have no issue rewatching shows or movies. I don't understand what it is. I don't understand what Daniel has with it. I don't have a problem. Bling bling. So I don't know. I'm watching right now. I'm watching The Ballers. You ever seen that show?
The who?
The Ball. It's called Ballers. Has The Rock in it.
Oh yeah, on HBO.
Yeah. I'm binging that right now. I'm on season 5. I think it's the last season. And it's okay. The first few seasons were great. Now it's just okay.
Yeah. I'm also watching this witch show on Freeform. I cannot remember the name of. I checked out and everything. It's on its 3rd season, I believe. I cannot remember the name of this show and everything. But it's about these witches, and witches are real, and they've been around for like 100 years or something like that. And the society knows it and stuff. I cannot remember the name of the show. But yeah, I'm watching that too.
I know I got some more adulting to do. I prolonged it long enough. I hate adulting.
Well, all right then. Well, that's our review on The Boys season 3. We'll be back for more stuff later on. you guys out there, by all means, keep on supporting the comic book industry. Let them know how much you care about them by supporting the comic book industry. Go out there, buy a comic, get a streaming service, a subscription, watch the stuff, tell people to watch the stuff. We got to keep this going and everything. You like the boys, I like the boys. Watch it on Amazon. You know what I mean? Heck, you already order half the stuff on Amazon anyway. God dang it.
Amazon Prime Day is next weekend.
I'm not here to promote that at all. I am not. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, you spend money on Amazon, they spend money.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. All
Amazon Prime, Amazon as a whole.
Support the comic book industry. That's what we care about. That's all we're going to promote.
Listen.
No. We're here to promote.
If you buy stuff off of Amazon,
we like, here got more money for the
comic book. Let's go get another comic book show.
The only thing we care about is the comic book industry.
You're not listening.
No, we don't. Because we don't care. We don't care.
If they take that money and buy another comic book and make a TV show, would you care then?
Support the comic book industry. We all for it. We're all here. I don't care what streaming service you are, as long as it has a superhero TV show, so that we can all keep on watching and everything. HBO Max, Amazon, Disney Plus. Let's go.
Netflix. It's the Coca-Cola stream.
Netflix too. I don't care. They got Umbrella Academy. They got what's the one that coming out next year? They got a new season of it coming out with the Lock and Key. Can't wait for that.
I still ain't finished the last season.
And Sandman. Sandman's coming out soon too. Get ready for Sandman on Netflix. That's a classic graphic novel. You go and look that one up. That's a read. That one's
you know what you need?
Top tier.
Like I said before, come with me, Artist Alley, to a con one time, and we can go through this, and you can pick up your books right there, make a deal right there on the spot, because that's the creator and owner. Boom. I show you some things now. Show you some things.
Till next time, people.
Our power. That's all I tell you next time, everybody. I'm on my way now.